Bible verses on love. 1 Corinthians chapter 16 verse 14. Do everything in love. Colossians chapter 3 verse 14. And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. 1 John chapter 4 verse 21. And he has given us this command: anyone who loves God must also love their brother and sister. Romans chapter 12 verse 9 to 10. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Romans chapter 13 verse 8. Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another, for whoever loves others has fulfilled the law. 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Romans chapter 13 verse 10. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. 1 John chapter 4 verse 11. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 17. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 13. And now these three remain: faith, hope and love. But the greatest of these is love. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 6 to 7. Many claim to have unfailing love, but a faithful person who can find? The righteous lead blameless lives, blessed are their children after them. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 2 to 3. Be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. 1 John chapter 4 verse 7. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Mark chapter 12 verse 29 to 31. The most important one, answered Jesus, is this: Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this: love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these. 1 John chapter 3 verse 16 to 18. This is how we know what love is: Jesus Christ laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1 to 3. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 4 to 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.